Okay, can everybody hear me now? Let's try this thing out, y'all. Let's give it a whirl now, see if we can hear. All right. Let me get this all set back up here. Hopefully, we're all good to go. I'm hoping, right? Yes, maybe. All right, y'all. Do we have sound? Somebody give me a shout out. Let me know if we have some sound. I'm trying to put all my screens back where they were. All right, good. And here he goes, jumping right back up here again. This is the bad thing about having a kitty. Sometimes kitties want to be bad. You gotta tell them, bad kitty, bad. Just trying to move all my windows back to where I had them before. Working on it, y'all, working on it. But I do apologize. We're going to say it's the bad kitty right there. We're going to blame it on the cat. Got to blame it on something, but I have to say, y'all, so far these live streams, they've gone pretty much of the way of this right here. They've pretty much gone to crap. I mean, it's sad to say it, but these live streams seem to be going towards the crapper. But yes, I do apologize for this. It's just really makes you just want to get something. You know what I'm saying? Be like Marcus. You know what I'm saying? So, how is everybody's night going? Got to be better than this one, right? We'll get into how mine's going after y'all tell me how y'all doing right now. Because this week has been awful, and it just started. It just started today, and it's been pretty bad. Oh, come on now. Let's not start the buffer and stuff. YouTube looks like it's trying to buffer. Oh, come on now. I'm so about fed up with this thing right now. I want to just smack it. I do. Isn't that right, Thomas? Benny? Yes. That is about how it is. It seems to be buffering and buffering. It's driving me nuts. Yeah, Thor needs a short leash. I've got the harness up there put on him. I need to actually stick him back in it. It's up North Country. Larry Carter, yep. Good to see you back in here. Hi, honey. Sorry. Yes, it has been one bad thing after another going on. Oh, you home today, Larry? I bet you're glad about that. Yes. North Turner's going on a fishing trip. I know Wayne's hot down there in Miami, but he had him a good. Yeah, he had a weekend off. Had his wife fly down there or ride down to Miami to him. But yeah, I'm actually sitting part outside of a casino here in South Bend, Indiana. Yeah. Not where I'm supposed to be. I'm actually supposed to be in Duricksville, Ohio. But, yeah. After the week I've had, which, if y'all saw my New Orleans Live Thursday night, that's actually got a 4-part mini-series on that right there, that trip. Loaded photo paper. The load got rejected Friday morning. And it was a cluster muck from there. It was a cluster from there. It was pretty freaking awful, to say the least. Yeah. Not much to say, but it was awful. Load got rejected. It took them until 4:30. See, I don't know why this thing is buffering. It was not buffering all day that I've been here. I've been sitting outside this casino since 2:15 this afternoon, and it's been fine. Internet signal has been perfect since 2:15 this afternoon. Oh, you gotta be kidding me here. Let me check and see what the thing is. Let me see what my doing. It's in the window, but I don't think I can figure as I close my curtains because there are people outside the casino out here, so I close my curtains. Let me open them back up. Maybe it gets a better signal. Bag. You did it. You did it, you scumbag. Yeah, of course. Internet signal is shot. I have two bars. But the signal has been fine all day long since 2:30 this afternoon. The signal has been fine. And all of a sudden I want to do a live feed, and now the signal wants to go to squat. I mean, this is really getting depressing trying to do live feeds when for hours the internet works fine, and then now as soon as you actually go to do the live feed, it goes psh, and it doesn't want to work. I mean, this starting to get depressed trying to do live feeds. I admit this is starting to really get discouraging wanting to do live feeds, and none of them will seem to want to work. I know y'all are tired of all this. I get tired of all of it. I mean, people just keep this. Who wants to sit there and watch it lag and lag and lag and lag? My luck is pretty much shot, just like old Cat says. Me and luck don't have it. I mean, it's really depressing. But the load and it's showing I have an excellent connection. Now it's showing excellent connection. Maybe the signal's trying to come back, I guess. Oh. Yeah, we're gonna highlight that one there. Yeah. That is absolutely right. See, Thor's up in the windshield. He wants to mess around back here, but then when I go up in the windshield and try to put the 5G jetpack up there, now he's up there trying to get the daggone visor, trying to mess with the visors and pull stuff off the visor. He's a bad kitty today. He really is. He's not being a very nice kitty right now. But let's try to get back with this again before it starts buffering. The load Friday got rejected. The way they load them all straight down the center. So with them going straight down the center, they ended up one pallet. He's over there knocking the jetpack. One pallet, it was all printer paper. Of course, they were all plastic lined all the way over. I guess you kind of like heat shrink, but it wasn't. But one of the pallets bowed up in the center, so all that photo paper, instead of laying flat, it just bunched up. So by humping up like it did, it allowed the other pallets, the top part started leaning forward, so therefore instead of pallets being straight up, the tops were leaning. That was, Hey, yeah, that's Thor for you. But with the pallets leaning forward like that, they couldn't just take the forklift and pick the pallet up and bring the pallet out, because now all the photo paper has shifted basically onto the next pallet in front of it. So they pulled 3 pallets off, and they're like, we ain't messing with this. Like, we'll take the three pallets, and then they got rid of it. They decided, send it back. to send it back to North Carolina. North Carolina's like, we don't want it. We don't want anything to do with it. So with them not wanting it, the shipper or receiver didn't want it. I know Thor would make a better president. With shipper not wanting it, receiver not wanting it, I was left from 8 o'clock until 4:30 for them to figure out what they want to do with it. Finally, they come with a decision: take it to a landfill, dump it. So they found me a landfill, but they could never get a hold of anybody at landfill. By that time, they were closing at 5. It was too late to get to. They're like, just go and park somewhere. So I had a choice. I could park at the truck stop in New Orleans, but then after reading reviews and reading that that's where that lady truck driver was murdered in her truck and sat for 3 days before anybody freaking knew it. What's up, Marcus? Marcus! Give me the password, Marcus! Give me the password! Tyler Perry, why did I get married? Part 2. Yeah, that was part 2. That was part 2. Marcus Coxshaw, that is the technician who did my oil change and all that at the Petro in Oak Grove, Missouri. He's got a cool channel. Him and his brother both have channels on TikTok. Y'all check them out. But oh, Thor's in wild mode. He just come up here and gave me the crazy eye. So I tried calling the one that they had telling me to go to. Nope, they didn't take it. They're like, we don't take that kind of stuff. So I found another one about another 20 miles away, a landfill, River Birch landfill, I think it's the name of it, in West Wego, Louisiana, just outside New Orleans. They took it, and luckily, which I have a video on that, I had to take it and go up on top of the landfill, drop my trailer, and then they had to stick it on the tipper, and where the tipper tips your trailer almost straight up and everything falls out the back of it. What's up, Alvin? So, my stuff went sailing out the back of the trailer, and there we go. $659, $559 for the disposal, and $100 to use the tipper. But it got it out the trailer. I wasted one whole freaking day. Doing pretty good there, Alvin. How about yourself? The chill. So, you know, wasted a whole day. So that was one day wasted. So I didn't get a reset. They got me a load of paper from somewhere in freaking Louisiana, just north of New Orleans. I can't remember the town of it. Either way, it was straight up a U.S. highway. Then that came to Fort Wayne, Indiana. So I got to Fort Wayne, Indiana, and that's where I parked, right there behind Georgia International Paper. International Paper right there. Literally, I'm watching two A-10 Warhawks come in and land at the airport, because I'm sitting there looking at the drive and I'm looking at the parking lot for the airport. But the cell phone signal was crap. So, that's pretty bad. So, which I posted that on my community page, shows 3 guys up on the tower working on the cell phone tower. Up until like 11:30 when I went to bed last night, still in 1X all night long until I went to bed at 11:30. Woke up this morning, full 4G signal. So I guess, I don't know if maybe they reset at midnight, all the servers or whatever they have on the towers. Maybe everything shut down and rebooted and came back up after midnight. But when I got up at 5:30, everything was perfect, fine, 4G. I uploaded a couple videos, which I will see the New Orleans Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, and then Part 4 is going to be at the dump. Yes, they're just too long to put in one video. Y'all know me, I'm long-winded, like I am right now, long-winded. Okay, but anyway. So we've got that. So I lost a day. Lost today all day Friday, no load, which I could have got Friday done delivered. Well, now today, after I unloaded this morning, they got me a load about 10 from, I was in Fort Wayne, 105 miles up here to South Bend, load in recycled aluminum going to Uricksville, Ohio. That would have been good. It was $2.60 a mile to the truck. My portion after a company gets their cut, but with tolls, I figured up toll. There's an app. If y'all don't know the app, for y'all truckers out there, I like this app personally. I use it to tell me how much tolls there are. Toll Guru. Toll Guru, well, actually, you put in where you're at and where you're going to, and it'll actually tell you all the tolls you put in, how many axles you have, and things like that. It's actually a really good app. So I found out I was going to have $64 in tolls using the free pass. So that brought it down to $2.47 a mile, which would have been cool. I load today. It was 400 something miles. I included my deadhead. Would have unloaded. Thor's trying to cover his food. Which would have done my deadhead. So that was cool. Only problem is I get here to the shipper. They're like, okay, go back there to dock 3. 45 minutes later, literally I'm sitting back at 45 minutes. Where she told me to go back to the dock doors. Garage doors were pulled down and closed. Finally, somebody came out there after I'm walking around looking, trying to say, hey, you know what's going on? That load was canceled 3 weeks ago. Not 3 minutes ago, 3 weeks ago. Talk about depressing. So that is absolutely depressing to hear. I can understand if something got canceled last minute. But to find out from a shipper, or if a broker calls you, said, oh, that load got canceled, you know what the deal was. The broker found someone else to run it for cheaper, so they canceled on you to pay someone cheaper so they can make more money. But when you get to a shipper, then the shipper tells you, that load canceled 3 weeks ago. Somebody should have got the memo. Like Office Space. Did you get the memo? Yeah, I've got it right here. So I try to call dispatch. No answer. I send a text message to my dispatcher, because my normal dispatcher, she's actually out. I guess she's on vacation. She's been gone. She was gone all last week, and she's going to be out this week too. So I tried texting my other dispatcher who's working with me now. No reply. I tried calling the main company number, asking for the dispatch extension. No answer. Voicemail. Okay, I waited a little while. I left a message. Maybe somebody called back. Nothing. No reply. Nothing. Not a thing. So I'm sitting there, okay, well, let's see what else we got. So I give it a little while longer. I call. I ask for, let's see, we go for the accounts payable extension. No answer. We go for the broker extension. No answer. We go for the recruiting extension. No answer. Nobody answered. Nowhere. What's up, John? So, after going through every extension that the company had and nobody answered anything, I admit I'm starting to get frustrated and ticked off. I mean, who wouldn't be ticked off? It's now 2.5 hours after you tried calling and getting a hold of your dispatcher saying, hey, look, this load's been freaking canceled 3 weeks ago. I mean, I've deadheaded 105 miles here to pick up a load that's not here. I'd like to know, hey, or can we try to find me something to keep me moving, or am I going to waste another day, which I already wasted all day Friday? No answer. Nothing. Nada. I got to thinking. Luckily, in my Fogline software that I talk about on my channel all the time, my Truck software, I actually looked up the status. I'm like, wait a minute. I think I've got the Atlanta, because the Atlanta terminal, which I'm out of, really isn't a terminal. It's more of the mechanic shop. The main, the terminal head office for status is actually in Florida, Winter Garden, Florida. I was thinking Winter Haven. Somebody pointed out it's Winter Garden. So we've got. I found the number for the Atlanta. Well, the Atlanta transfers right down there to the freaking Florida office. But I did have the lady who's in the Atlanta office who does the lease, and every time we go there, she goes to the permit book and re-ups everything and fixes everything, and gives you new UPS labels and everything else that you need, UPS envelopes if you need them. I found her email address. So I emailed her. I said, you wouldn't happen to know if the phones are out at the Florida terminal, because I can't get a hold of anybody for hours now. Trying to get a hold of anybody in dispatch, broker, anybody trying to find out about my load that's been canceled, you know. She emailed me back and said, yes, their phone and internet is down. So I'm thinking, doesn't this just get better? I mean, it just gets better all the daggone time, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what we're going to say. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? By the way, y'all, if you haven't already, smash that like button, y'all. Come on, hook a brother up if you have. If not, it's all good. But think about it. All right. Now, the thing that gets even worse is I've killed so much time. I've wasted so much time. This has been an awful freaking week. Actually, ever since July 31st, 30th, 20th. Ever since like July 29th. When I stopped and got the oil change with Marcus. Marcus, you did it, brother. It's Marcus's fault, y'all. We're going to blame Marcus. Where's Marcus at? Let's bring Marcus back up here. Where's he at? We're going to find Marcus. We're going to throw you under the bus, Marcus. I'm bad like that. Yes, Marcus. It all started when he changed my oil. He didn't do anything wrong. He did fine on my oil change. But that day there was where everything seemed to go wrong. After that, that's when my sensor went down. Sensor went down. Freightliner only brought one instead of two. So then that ended up losing. I wasn't able to deliver that Friday, so that got pushed to Monday. I know, poor Marcus. Marcus, we got love for you, brother. We got love for you, man. We just picking on you. But, you know, they got thrown. So then there was a sensor. Load got pushed back. Then there was the big snafu of freaking Wal-mart and every freaking thing else. I mean, it's just one thing after another. Then we got, what else was there? Then there was the trailer ordeal, which I've got a lot of hate on my trailer. Everybody, which I agree. People say private property, they can do what they want. I agree with that. But the whole point I was trying to make on my Liberty trailer video was the fact that they didn't have any signage posted saying no photography. Oh, you missed it, Marcus. What'd you miss? Should we go back and tell Marcus what he missed? We were throwing you under the bus, Marcus. We were saying all these bad things happened. They started when you changed my oil that night. I've had nothing but bad luck since reoccurring. Just bam, 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 bam. Right after you changed my oil. But I did tell everybody, Marcus, you did nothing wrong. It wasn't your fault. You were absolutely awesome. So we were just picking on you. That's right. You didn't cause it. It's all good, brother. You didn't cause it. But yeah, so I mean, it's just been one thing after another. I mean, just bam, 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 bam. But the whole point I was making on Liberty Trailer deal, which I understand a lot of places don't want you to film. They don't want you taking pictures, but they always have a sign saying it. Or you sign when you check in, there's a list of rules that you have to sign at places. Read the rules, sign, hand it back. I have no problem with that. But when, I did a little footage, I took a picture like I do sometimes, of me at the trailer, like at a load dock or somewhere, you see the green light, red light, whatever. We're outside, I took a still, then I was up there shooting inside the trailer and all, and then with axles, or the axle were left and all that. But then the guy almost 10 minutes later, after I'm done, which I'm just holding my phone, wants to come out and say something. Well, you're not taking. Oh, okay, I'll put my phone in my pocket. Well, then 10 minutes after that, then somebody wants to come in, and daggone, were you the one filming? With an attitude. I mean, I complied. Well, but, you don't have to come up and be an absolute jerk about it. I mean, you could have just said, hey, look, well, we don't allow filming, could you just delete the pictures? That would have been fine. No problem. Just like I did. But the way he acted and demanded, hey, I need to see your phone. I need to physically see you delete it. We have proprietary procedures. But yeah, me standing on the side of my trailer down there, getting me in the truck in a picture. Not them, but me in the truck in a picture. That's not proprietary procedures. So, I mean, I understand procedures. People gave me hate. Well, they're proper to their rules. I understand they're proper to their rules. But I'm old school. I'm a pretty simple person. My wife will tell you, right, Kat? I'm about as simple-minded as they get. A lot of things go right on over my head. I pretty much, let's see. I'm one of these people who are like this dude here. Foghorn Leghorn. That dude was an absolute doodah. He's out there. He's a lot of things the dude is clueless over. So, that's me. But, I can understand simple things, but when someone says, hey, you're not allowed, no problem. You're not allowed. I get it. But just say that. Just say it. That's all. That's all I ask. Just say it. You ain't got to be about it. So, it's all good. It's all good. I ain't taking offense. But if anything, hey, it got views, didn't it? Video got some viewage. And my whole thing is, I just wanted people to actually see it. Hey, if you go there, keep your phone in your pocket. They ain't going to want to let you see nothing. Just keep your phone in your pocket. Yes, over my head and below my knees. You are right, honey. A lot of things elude me. She will be the first to tell you a lot of things just absolutely elude me. I'm clueless on so much. There's a lot of things I guess you could say I'm on a third grade level. I miss a lot of things. And now Thor wants to come here and lay here in front of me. Like, I not do nothing, Daddy. I not do nothing, but I love you. I not do nothing. I didn't mess with anything earlier. Yeah, Right. Alright, y'all. It's time for y'all to do some talking. Come on. That's right. There's the doodah. I'm going to put it in your head there, no country. Alright, y'all. There is a story about the doodah. I actually got an email. We ain't gonna say who it was, but somebody was on their way home, and next thing they know, they started humming doodah. What's up, Sunset Chase? But somebody started humming doodah. I didn't do nothing. I didn't do it. My wife will tell you how many times a day I will bust out on doodah. It's insane. I don't know what's the deal, but it happens a lot with me. Yeah, I absolutely feel you there, Thomas. the bad luck. What? Now you want to hold my hand? My hand's here, and Thor come up, put his hand on my hand like he's trying to hold my hand. I was like, That's right. Where'd you get it from? I don't. Just tell her. I don't know. Tell her you just watched a Looney Tunes cartoon, Foghorn Leghorn. That's where I got it from. I mean, how can you not like Looney Tunes, right? I mean, a lot of times I don't even realizing that I'm doodah and I'm doodah. I actually really don't. So, but, you know, I've always liked Looney Tunes. And you notice how us older generation, I mean, you know, a lot of people can relate. I mean, I'm 52. Our generation growing up, look how violent Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner was. But did we go out dropping apples off buildings on people's heads? No. But yeah, these kids today, they play a video game. Oh, I just had to go out and slash somebody because I did it in the game. I mean, come on. I mean, we didn't do any of that. So, you know, why these people had to blame that on that, I will never understand. Now, the vulture one, my wife would tell you, I do that all the time, too. With little buzzard, and she tells all three of the little baby buzzards to go bring home something to eat, and he's like, oh no, oh no, 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 oh no. She kicks him off, and then he comes back, you know, I'm bringing home a baby bumblebee. That's me. I'm a doofus. I'll be the first to admit I'm a doofus. I love cartoons. I used to buy all the freaking as my mother says, animated movies. I like cartoons because they're freaking cool. I mean, we love cartoons. They kept us grounded. I mean, you know, we got to get away from life for a little bit. And me, personally, cartoons are actually pretty cool. Because who wants to always watch all the blood and the guts and the violence and the cussing and everything else? I mean, you never realize how many kind of sexual innuendos are actually in cartoons until you grow up and you're like, oh, there's actually some sexual innuendos in some of these cartoons. But never once did we look at Pepe Le Pew as someone who's out there trying to go after the cat. No means no. We didn't ever look at that. We looked at it as innocent stuff like, hey, Pepe Le Pew really loves that kitty cat. We just looked at, hey, he wanted the cat. I mean, we never looked at anything as being dirty or malicious like these kids today. I mean, it's insane, you know, how we all turned out all right. We rode in the back of a windshield going down the interstate, going like this to the trucks as the trucks rode by. We rode in the beds of pickups, going down the freaking highway, doing 55, 65, just sitting in the back of the bed. You leaned up there like this in the bed of a truck. We're talking as kids. You put a kid in the back of a pickup truck, now your butt's going to jail. So, you know, there's lots of things that we actually did, and we all turned out all right, y'all. So, you know, I'm glad I'm from the older generation. I really am. It's nice. Most of the people in the chat room, I think, are actually in our generation. I think we're the last generation that wasn't constantly triggered and offended. You know, we all got it. Well, we agreed. Hey, we had fun. We all stuck our fingers in light sockets. We lived. We learned. I mean, we all just, as boys, I bet you 9 out of 10 guys here in the chat room, I bet you we jumped ramps and skinned our knees, fell, busted our heads wide open, busted knees wide open. Guarantee almost every guy here did. Nowadays, you can't get a kid outside the house anymore. It's insane what these kids are doing today. It's just they don't want to do anything. It's pretty sad. Well, Marcus, come on now. Have you ever jumped around, Marcus? Marcus, give me the password. Give me the password, Marcus. That's right. Those cats jumping ramps. I mean, hey, I used to ride a quarter pipe and half pipe. I mean, can't count. Which is why I don't wear, even in here, long pants. I don't wear shorts in public. It doesn't matter. I'll never be caught on a beach in shorts. I'm always in long pants because my knees are so grated and shredded up from bicycle pedals and everything else. I can't do it. I'm like my legs are freaking, they're tore up from the floor. But I'm not getting out in public with all this mess on me. So yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. Freaking welfare people want to come up and investigate your family if your kid has any kind of daggone thing. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. I mean, nobody wants to let their boys be boys anymore, or the boys don't want to be boys anymore. I mean, come on, let's get with it, y'all. Let's see. I was hoping somebody else would be up in the chat tonight, but they are not here. And of course, you know me, my brain can't remember. Well, daggone it. Who was it? Trying to look to see if... It's pretty bad, y'all. I have to see it before I can actually remember who it is that I was looking for to be in the chat. Somebody sent me a message earlier tonight, but I'm trying to remember, unfortunately, who the heck it was. Oh, this isn't sad. I apologize for y'all. This is totally unprofessional. Trying to go back to my notice to find out. Ah, Richard Haig. That's who I was looking for. Yeah, him's not in here. I know Richard Haig's usually in. Every time I go on Just Trucking's, Justin's live feeds, Jeff's always in there. Richard Haig's always in there, so I was waiting to see if he was in here, and him's not in here. I know, Wildbeard, yeah. We had to grow up. Yes, we did. No, it wasn't Wildbeard. I don't know what's Wildbeard. I hadn't heard from him since I met him that weekend. He hasn't put anything out. He hasn't really put too much out on Instagram except for a picture of him with a cigar and maybe a glass of scotch. Scotch or Pepsi or Coke, but I'm going to assume if you got a cigar like he had on his Instagram, probably scotch. Posted a picture of that, and he posted a picture of two other truckers that are on Instagram and all. But I hadn't seen anything from him. He hadn't posted any videos on YouTube or on Instagram, so I guess I know he was taking some home time, but I haven't seen or heard from him since. But it wasn't him. Yeah, Wear shorts? I don't think so. Wear coat on. I think I want to be kids. Yeah. Want to be the kids' friends, not parents. I agree with that, Larry. I tried to do better for my kids, but the reason I was light-handed on my kids is because I got divorced in 2006 and ended up with custody in 2007 of my kids. And the ex-wife was always telling them if I ever spanked them or laid a hand on them to let her know, and she would have me arrested. So I didn't whoop my kids, but now Miss Catherine could sure enough tell you when I was out there tearing my son Alden butt up out there in the freaking yard. He mouthed off to me one bad time, and he was over there disrespecting Catherine with something terrible. Well, he tried running out the daggone door, freaking cussing at me. I chased him, and I freaking grabbed him, and whoop-pow, 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 right there in the front yard for all the neighbors. The neighbors where I lived in, oh, yeah. They were old school. They were Old Testament. They're like, beat away, brother, beat away. It was absolutely kind of pretty funny. Oh, let's see. Trying to catch up with some. So now, I'm still new to the widgets here. I'm trying this stuff out. Like, right now, I've got the Larry Carter comment. Is that showing up down there in the chat feed? Because I'm trying these new widgets and things out, trying to improve the chats, trying to make it, if I can keep a freaking signal. I'm trying to make the chats look better, trying to improve how they are. So is that kind of showing up on the bottom of these feeds? Or the bottom of the chat things? Somebody shoot me a thing and let me know. Like I'm looking at it right now. It says Larry Carter, I think. Shoot me now, appearance. So yeah, I want to try adding these things, try to up the value of the channel, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I think my sub count actually stalling to me. Pretty much hasn't done much in a week. I mean, I was going a little bit better, but then it kind of like, appreciate that farm. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did a war. I think Wild Beer out. Queen 2, that is absolutely how truckers are. A lot of people don't realize that about truckers. I mean, you know, you've got this armor's always in the window. So you got this shade, then you got that shade. Well, then, of course, this here coming through the freaking front windshield. Yeah, we're always different colors. It's pretty sad, which is why I don't go to the beach anymore. I had to lay in my backyard for weeks before I actually went out in public the way I look. It's not very flattering at all. Shirts in public. Wear shirts in public back home. Working your Home Depot, 2 drawers and shorts. I remember mom spanking me and shit up front yard. That's right. Whoopings, and that's what they need to be. Whoopings. Yeah, I need to actually. You have yourself a good night there, Marcus. You take care. Don't work too hard up underneath the trucks. I apologize for my motor being hot. I tried to get it there, let it cool down. So hopefully you didn't get burnt too bad working on my truck there. Here's a broker calling. Yeah, Y'all hold on just a second, y'all. Yeah, it was pretty interesting. Yeah, like I say, I showed up there and took about 45 minutes to let me know that load had been canceled 3 weeks prior. Okay. Thank you. All right, no problem. You have a good night. All right, bye. The broker wanting to know if I got that load loaded today. I mean, I saw where a number from Fort Wayne, Indiana had called several times before today, but it never said who it was. Now this time it finally come up with that broker's phone number. I'm like, I mean, talk about, do they not communicate? Because I got with the broker earlier and let them know. I mean, as soon as I was told at 1:30 out with the broker, let them know, hey, this load canceled 3 weeks ago. I mean, she's like, okay, well, I'm going to put in a request for a tow new. I mean, $150, you know, for my time. I'm sorry, $127.50 my cut. That doesn't make up for a whole complete lost day. They called you Cat? Are you serious? Yeah, I would actually like to grow with real subscribers. You're absolutely right on that. I see where people talk about how they pay or buy subscribers. I don't want to have to buy subscribers. I mean, if that's the way you got to grow is by buying them. I mean, you're only going to get that big bang for the buck one time. That's it. They come, they subscribe to you. They may watch one video, but then they're dead subscribers. They're never interact any other time after that. I mean, so what kind of subscriber is that? I mean, you want to grow the channel for people who's actually going to watch the content and who actually get something out of the content. So that's just my whole train of thought. I mean, call me nuts. I mean, y'all may have a different rationale on that train of thought, but that's actually my train of thought. I want people who actually want to be here on the channel, not someone who's being paid. Kind of like the rioters and the protesters. All right, y'all. I know you live in Washington State, but there's going to be a protest in St. Louis. Now, we're going to pay you $100. We're going to pay to bus you there. And then we're going to pay you to actually protest. Then we'll pay to bus you back. So we need some protesters to show up on camera. Come on, now. They're real protesters? No. And that's how you don't want subscribers that way either. But yeah. Justin did tell me in one of my feeds that, yeah, he did a lot of his on TikTok. So I need to start doing more on TikTok. Tell us why. Actually, Jeff, that is we're almost split, to be honest. Almost split between the two. What's up, David? And keeping it real. Yeah, Wayne, I did already tell the broker. I mean, told the broker at 1:30. So why they are just now calling me at 8:56 when enough I got loaded? Y'all a little bit behind the 8 ball. Like 7.5 hours behind the 8 ball on that one. I mean, I guess there's no communication with these people at all. That's pretty sad. And then somehow these people get my wife's number. I've got, especially XPO Logistics, for some reason, they send her cell phone the tracking information to track on the load to set up the tracking. And then when I go to enter in my phone number in the XPO Logistics app, you know, for the load tracking information, it says I don't have a load. For some reason, they keep putting the crap up, sending her phone number, and we're like, how are these people even getting my wife's cell phone number? Is beyond me. But they keep sending her the crap, and now they're calling her. How are these brokers even getting her phone number when they're supposed to be calling me? That's the one thing that's kind of discouraging. It's kind of weird. It's like, and I've yet to figure that out. So, let's see. That's right. You said, call me nuts. I am nuts. I will give y'all that. That's right. Bricks. American Hero down around up to 3K after 1 year. Great. Just hit 3K after a year. Well, they hit 3K after a year. I've been doing it since January of last year. Although I really didn't up my game until November. This November is when I actually paid the $250 and bought. Well, I'm leasing the Adobe Premiere Pro video editing software, because you can't just buy it outright like you used to be able to, and then it's yours. Now you got to pay yearly for the mess. But I did get that, so I started upping my game really about a year ago. Well, yeah, almost a year ago, November last year. But I still have not figured out, if anyone can figure out or uses the software, what that green and freaking purple glitches I keep getting in my videos. It didn't do it on my old laptop, but this new laptop, which is newer and it's actually faster than my old laptop, it shows the green and purple in here, but only on this laptop. The old one that was messed up, that one there, it worked just fine. The desktop at the house, Adobe Premiere Pro, works just fine. But for some reason on this new laptop, so if y'all notice some of my videos have that kind of green and purple go through it, you know, just for a second or two, that's what it is. I can't figure it out. I've watched all the videos that tell you how to fix that. I've done that. It doesn't fix it. So I don't know what the story is. So that's one thing that I'm really depressed about in my videos. I hate that I'm trying to up my game. I'm trying to do better videos. But then to have that one, yeah, it's pretty bad. All right, North Country, you try to take it easy and you have yourself a good night, and we will holler at you on the next one. So yeah, people, if you have any ideas, suggestions, what I can do to help up the game a little bit better, which is why I've spent hours while I've been here at this casino, sitting there trying to fix the pop-ups on the thing, trying to make a ticker up here on top of the videos. I'm trying to, you know, have things where I can add more things. I'm trying to do things a little bit better, you know, just so I can try to improve the channel, improve the value of the live feeds. I'm slowly and surely working on this stuff. So, I'm working, y'all. It's a work in progress. It's going to probably take another 10 more live streams on the laptop before I really get this stuff figured out. Hard-boiled eggs. Ugh. I don't know about, well, I do like hard-boiled eggs. I don't like that runny stuff. Don't really like the yellow oat yolk. I always take the yellow yolk. Throw that away. I always just eat the white stuff. Unless I make a tuna salad. Now, if I make a tuna salad, I will eat the yellow. If it's all mushed up together, but just that yellow, that makes me quiver. Ugh. Just the thought of it's kind of like, ugh. So, yeah. But, hey, as long as you like it, eat away, brother. Good night, brother. Twin 2, have yourself a good one. Yeah, I know you said you got some loads of caustic to run tomorrow, so good luck. Stay safe. Watch out for them crazy Miamis, especially on that one exit going back from thing to there where everybody likes to run around you and then pass you before the lane ends. Yeah, I hate that place. What's up, Tractor Man? Let's see, by going into the bigger YouTubers, you'll get exposure. That's what it takes. Yeah. I guess maybe I need to start doing that. Try to actually go into more people's live feeds. I guess if I went into a few more people's live feeds, that would kind of help promote me a little more. But, you know, I was just kind of hoping that maybe it just kind of grow naturally, but I guess it's not. I guess maybe I might have to get out there and some more feeds, but it's all good. Anyway, y'all, we have drawn on this thing long enough. I'm going to try to start limiting these things down to between a half hour and an hour, because I know they get long and drug out. So it's one of the things, and now I see the YouTube is having trouble keeping up with a smooth streaming. It says up here, viewers will experience buffering. So yeah, so now the signal's trying to go. Yep, it's one of them, y'all. Anyway, y'all, I hope everybody has them a safe and peaceful night, y'all. And we will holler at y'all later. Peace out.